We're now going to look at analysing our test runs and our test results. So here on the testing page we can see my different suites, and we can get a quick look at all the different tests that have been performed. So if we scroll down through, we can see there's passed, not applicable, failed, blocked, and then active tests that haven't yet been run. If we have our mouse over here, we get a quick glimpse at the current status of this suite, and we can do this for all the different suites. So if we go into this suite here, we can see that all the tests are active and none have been performed yet. So if I go into a suite and then I click on a test, I can highlight the test and come up here and click view results. So this will open up the test results for that test case. So there's a lot of things in here. This one's been reviewed already. So you can see it's had its failure type and its resolution selected. As we go down through, you can see there's all the details of the test up here, related items. We'll call it the test case that this is related to, the test plan. We can select an analysis owner. Further down we have analysis. We can type comments into here. For anyone following on to view, any quick notes or anything that you want to put in, you can slot them in there. In here we've got the test step result or details, and this is basically all the different steps that are in the test case. They're all outlined here, and we can see what was marked as verified passed, was there steps that were unverified. Any expected results are shown here as well. Down further we've got all the attachments that are attached to this test run. So we can see the system information, the action log, metadata, and you can open up these files and view them from here. Further down, any links that are attached to this case are viewable here. This case doesn't have any. If we wanted to, we could add in any links. If we want to attach this to a PBI, or maybe attach this to any other kind of work item really. And further down we can see the results history. So this test was ran twice. We can view the other test results as well just by clicking on it and clicking view. And we can see this is the other run for that test. And if we want, we can go up here and we can mark this as a regression, and let's say it's a configuration issue. So if I save and close this, and save and close the other test run, I can also go in here and analyze my test runs. So here I can select either view manual or automated runs. I can select the range, the date range that is shown. If you have any unfinished tests, you can click on them here and you can click resume if you maybe had to pause during while you were running a test. If you have any tests that are incomplete and you don't want to complete them, you can highlight them here and click stop run as well. You can also delete any test runs that are irrelevant or you just don't need. So if we come in here, we can open up a test case, or a test run, sorry. We can see the tests associated with this test run. If I selected to run an entire suite of tests, it would list all the test cases that are in that suite down here. So in here we've got all the details of the test run. We can see our test settings file. If I had run this in an environment, that would be listed here. Same with the test controller and the build. I didn't use any. I can put any comments I want in here. This is just a quick overview. Down here is my test that is associated. I can view the results, which would bring me into a similar screen that we were just in when we were looking at the other test case results. So we can see this one has 2 runs as well. First one it passed, and the second one it failed. I close this up again. I can open the test case and view it. I can create a bug associated with this test run, or I can link it to a new bug. I can assign this to an analysis owner, so if I don't want to analyze this, I can assign it to someone else. I can also select a failure type and a resolution from here. So as I start picking out these, we can see these being assigned up here. If I save and close this, and it's giving me a warning message. So just don't save. Now, what can I do with all of this from the larger picture? Well, I can go into the plan page and then click on the results tab, and this is a roundup of all the results for the test plan. So there's a couple of things I can do in here to filter and get some more specific results. In here I can filter on my test suite, so if you want to view just one suite, I can come in here and I can select one suite and it will put out the results for that. I can also select by configuration. So I've got multiple configurations here. I just want to view the results for one of them. And then we can easily compare the results for one configuration against another. And it might be easier to determine if bugs were being caused because you're running a program in one operating system versus another. So I just select all of these again. Down here we can see all the tests associated with this test plan. There's 31 that are still yet to run. 10 have passed, 8 have failed, 2 tests have been blocked, and 2 have been deemed non-applicable. Over here I can see the different suites inside in this test plan. So this can give you a quick overview of the status for the different suites. Another thing I can do here is I can select tester, and I can see how each tester is performing. So we can see here that Peter has performed a lot more tests than Elaine, and how he's been getting on. Further down here, when we were selecting our failures by reason and by analysis, those results are pulled up here as well. So if I go back to suite, and if I selected a particular suite up here, it would give the particular results for that suite down here. The options that are in there by standard or by default that are provided by Microsoft Test Manager can be updated and edited inside in Visual Studio. So if you want to put different categories in for this, you can do so in Visual Studio. So there's a quick roundup of the analysis and results in Test Manager.